What's up, Reapers? Welcome back to the crypt. I've been watching a lot of Killbot and Gorgor attack today, which is not surprising considering if you saw my last video from last night. I saw the Brain Squeeze tour, Municipal Way, school, all that fun shit. Didn't get to stay for the whole thing, but that's kind of discussed. This is CD Collection Part 11. I kind of took a break for a bit, but we're back. Starting things off, Death Angel, The Evil Divide, my introduction to them. Pretty solid album. I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but I mean, you got The Moth, Lost is really catchy and different for Death Angel. Hell to Pay, Hatred United / United Hate. I know I was talking to, I think, one of the guys of Invicta. We were just kind of talking, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we love that song." So, um, really good underrated album from them. And then I think this is their most recent one, Humanicide. Um, really good shit. Um, Next up, controversial band. They probably don't like people like me. I don't know. I know some people say that they're NSBM. I don't think they are. I don't think they are NS. I'm not gonna defend them. I do listen to NSBM, which I know is weird. Considering I just did a video on me coming out. Again, I don't agree with ideologies. I only care about music. Um, Decibel Omega with Pericletus, which is really the only album I care for from them. Got into them because of YX Him, oddly enough. I think it was him. But good shit. Next up, some brutal death metal. Um, we got Decaying Flesh with Virtuous in Suffering. Really good, just straight up brutal death metal sort of stuff from Gorehouse Productions. Almost anything from Gorehouse has impressed me in one way or another. Next up, I need to get more from this band because unfortunately this is all I own from them. Deeds of Flesh with Nucleus. Um, I don't even have like any Defeated Sandy, which is like one of my favorite bands at this point. Um, but what can you do? Next up, some hard rock, Def Leppard, Pyromania. Um, yeah, I like Def Leppard. I know some people shit all over them, but I always like them. And their classic Hysteria. And they need to really say much about Def Leppard. And this band, oh, I love this. Dehumanizing Idoltron Worship. If you are a weeb like me, love anime, love uh, just people making jabs at weeb culture, this is the band for you. This is music by Dehumanizing Idoltron Worship. Great EP. It's only like 6 tracks, and one is like an intro, one is an outro. Um, just really good fucking shit. And then I'm still so glad I have this Otaku Slam Anime Aside. Holy shit, this album is amazing. 9 Infected Entrails, Scream Bloody Gore, Iron Parasites. Holy shit. And some of the features are so fucking random. Like you get like on the title track you get Kyle from Body Snatcher. You get like Smoke Halation with Tom Barber and Gizmo, which is really weird, but I love it. I'm loving it. Just great brutal death slam. Next up is some blackened technical death metal, which I never would have thought would have worked, but it does. This came out last year. This is Demon King with Vizania. Vizania. Something like that. Really good shit. I remember listening to this quite a bit at work, actually. I got a couple of the songs on repeat, but not the whole thing, which is unfortunate because I was really hoping, because it's a shorter EP. Really good. Next up, some good Black and Death. I actually blind bought this 21, like Black Friday. 21. This is Denouncement Empire with Black Sun Unbound. And I don't even. I think I got through Hell's Headbangers. And I think I actually remember finding it through Count Blagroth, which is even funnier because I don't really remember him talking about it. But well, I know he did, but I don't remember much. Next up, some more brutal death metal. Desecrate the Faith 3, just kind of standard brutal death metal. Through Comatose. Not much to really say there. This one I haven't actually spun. I've been meaning to, but I just never really did. I kind of put it on the back burner. This is Desecravity with Orphic Signs. So, yeah. Imagine that. Haven't spun something. It takes me a bit to spin some of these things just because I have such a huge. I say huge, but then it's like you look at some of these other guys who have just whole ass rooms filled to the brim with shelves. But you know, for me, it's a pretty huge collection. Where I am right now. Next up is Desolate Shrine with Fires of the Dying World. I love this album. I remember Metal Viking 82 and Classic Metal Lonnie got it in the Metalhead box back when I was subscribed. And unfortunately, I didn't get my copy through there, so I actually ordered it. And I actually got it through Amazon, like, same packaging and everything, for quite a steal. It was like 10-15 bucks. Zero sugar Gatorade. Trying to drink less caffeine and sugar. I actually napped a lot more than I meant to today, so I'm really hoping I'm not gonna be up all night. And I know Classic Metal Lonnie said this was his favorite track and one to start with, and I have to agree with both those statements for myself. Cast to Walk the Star of Sorrow, that song was my introduction to not only this album but this band. This album was my introduction, and my god, that is like some cavernous death metal if I've ever heard any. And yeah, because if you can't tell, I do like supporting a lot of the underrated artists. But Excuse me. I'm just gonna go to the end of the section because there's really, yeah. Next up, Destroyer 666 with Never Surrender. This is the special edition box set that I think I pre-ordered this through like fucking Amazon, or I don't know if it was Amazon. It might have been because I wasn't going to labels at that time. But you open it, you get this thing, which I need a fucking chain or whatever for, because yeah, I really like that. Cool patch, and of course the CD. I haven't spent nearly as much time with it since it came out. If I were to go back and like edit my end of the year list for 2022 or whenever this came out, this probably wouldn't be on it just because like I'm not that big into Destroyer 666. I know some people have been saying that they've got like they're like Nazis. I don't really know, nor do I really care. Because again, people are allowed to believe what they believe. Which is why I'm not telling anyone who doesn't agree with me to just fuck off my channel. Just don't bring any negativity to the comments because I will block them. Next up, Destruction released from Agony. Only Destruction album I own. I think everyone fucking knows this. That was like one of the first albums I got, and yeah. Next up, this is pretty good. From what I remember, this is Detestation with Renewed Killings. Just like filthy, grindy death metal sort of stuff. I mean, I feel like this is something that Classy Metal Lonnie would own, and I don't know if he actually does because I don't remember every fucking release he has because the dude has such a huge collection. This is my favorite release from this band, and thankfully the only one that I own. I got this through a grab bag from Gore House back when I was back before I was doing YouTube. This is Devost with Into Decimated Reality. This is just straight up brutal death slam, and my god, if I've ever wanted to listen to just slam and whatnot, this is the album. I mean, that artwork, man. No, there's a glare there. Next up, I need to get more from this band because this is one of my favorite bands in brutal death metal. Devourment, Conceived in Sewage. Probably my favorite Devourment album, but one of my favorite albums in brutal death metal is actually Butcher the Weak. If that makes any sense. Because that was like one of the first ones I ever heard. But my favorite song is Fucked with Rats. We got the Maggot. And I know some people didn't like this album, but this is just great. Next up, some more brutal death. This is Diatribe with Rabid Nightmare. I have no idea if I said that right. This came out last year. wasn't uber memorable. I got through Metalhead Box, so Jesus, don't slam. Next up, something that I think I asked to replace something else, and it ended up just being an extra. This is Dimental Lennon with I don't even fucking know. I can't. I really hope that shows up. From what I understand, this is like doom metal, like Black and Doom. I really haven't. I mean, yeah, this is a CDR. I don't even know what, where I don't remember where I got this. Next up, another thing that I got through the Metalhead Box, though this was actually pretty good. This is Disciples of Power with In Dust We Trust. Just Canadian death thrash goodness. Next up, I love this fucking album and I want to get a shirt of it. Disfigured Dead, Relentless. Fitting title, Relentless album. I know Count Blackrock did a video on it, and when I found out it was on Spotify, oh my god, because I tend to download what I can of my collection on Spotify on my phone, so I can listen to it when I'm not at home or not connected to Wi-Fi. And well, for a while, Disfigured Dead wasn't on there, and I was always kind of sad because I'm like, what if I don't want to spin the CD, or what if I can't spin the CD? Now I have to watch YouTube. And then I found out, and immediately I downloaded it, and my god, I listened to that bitch all damn day at work. I mean, I would switch an album, and then I'd be like, Disfigured Dead, Disfigured Dead, Disfigured Dead. This album just does not grow old. I do remember listening to it on YouTube in school quite a bit, though. And it was one of those albums that actually got me through high school. So, I mean, Punishing Atonement, Cauterized, God Forgives, I Don't, Death Disguised, Dream Demise, Self Dissection. Every song is amazing. We're approaching the end here. More goodness. This is Disimperium with Grand Insurgents Upon Despotic Altars. There's like Blackened Death sort of stuff. Really good. The CD feels really odd. I don't know how to really explain it. And finally, this is a really good debut album from this band. This is Display of Decay with Vitriol, put out through Gorehouse. I don't think I need to say much. I mean, this was promoted to hell. Holy fucking shit. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and as always, keep it grim.